This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
To discuss the preliminary details of a North Las Vegas Police Department officer-involved shooting that occurred on February 4th, 2025, that resulted in the line-of-duty death of Officer Jason Roscow. I would like to begin by extending my deepest condolences to his family and to the men and women who had the honor and privilege of serving with him for more than 17 years. Officer Roscow's passing serves as a reminder of the extreme dangers that men and women in uniform face every day as they courageously protect and serve our community. And I am extremely grateful and appreciative of their hard work and dedication. At this time, Assistant Chief Adam Hyde will provide you details of the incident. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Assistant Chief Adam Hyde. I'm here to provide you with the preliminary details regarding the officer-involved shooting that occurred on Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. I want to stress this is an open and ongoing investigation and is based on what we know at this time. The incident occurred in the 1300 block of Misty View Court, which is near Camino al Norte and Lone Mountain Road in North Las Vegas. The call for service was a person with a gun. Involved officers are Officer Jason Roscow. He was 46 years old and had been an officer with the North Las Vegas Police Department since 2007. He was assigned to patrol in the North Central Area Command. He was armed with a department-issued Glock 19 9mm handgun equipped with a tactical light. The investigation revealed he fired 16 rounds during this incident. The second officer was Officer Luis Macias Venegas. He is 36 years old and has been an officer with the North Las Vegas Police Department since 2017. He is assigned to patrol in the North Central Area Command. He was armed with a department-issued Glock 45 9mm handgun equipped with a red dot sighting system and a tactical light. The investigation revealed he fired one round during the incident. The suspect is identified as Alexander Mathis. He was a 25-year-old male. You can see the photo to my left. Mathis was armed with a black Makarov 9mm handgun. You can see the photo to my left. The investigation revealed he fired 5 rounds during this incident. Mathis would be facing the following charges had he survived: murder of a police officer, assault with a deadly weapon, discharging a firearm where persons might be endangered, attempting to elude a police officer, destruction of property, resisting a public officer with a deadly weapon, and reckless endangerment. On the screen, you can see Mathis's prior arrests and convictions. Preliminary information from the coroner reveals the cause of death of Officer Roscow is multiple gunshot wounds. Preliminary information from the coroner reveals the cause of death of Mathis was a single gunshot wound. More information will be forthcoming upon the release of the final coroner's report. You can see an aerial view of the Camino al Norte and Lone Mountain intersection, highlighting the locations of Mathis's actions moments before officers arrived. The second view is zoomed in to show the approximate area where the shooting occurred. I will now brief you on the sequence of events that occurred, starting with the first 911 call. At approximately 2:12 p.m., a female caller reported to North Las Vegas Police Department dispatch that a man, later identified as Alexander Mathis, was walking on Camino al Norte with a gun, throwing rocks at cars and breaking her window. The caller described the subject as wearing all black and approximately 30 years of age. You will now hear an audio clip of that 911 call.
911 police, fire, medical.
Yeah, someone right here on Martin Luther King and Craig, in between, what's this, Long Mountain and Craig on Martin Luther King.
Is he white, black, Hispanic, Asian?
He's black.
How old does he look?
And he weighs his son, yes.
How old does he look?
Probably in his 30s.
What color clothes is he wearing?
All black.
At approximately 2:17 p.m., a mail caller reported that a man was on the street throwing rocks at cars and had broken his car window. The caller described the subject as a black male wearing all black. We will now play an audio clip of that second 911 call.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
Please.
To what address or location?
I'm at the corner of Camino El Norte and West Craig Ranch.
Norte. Okay, and what's going on there?
There's some guy on the street throwing rocks at cars, and he hit my truck and broke my side window.
Okay. Is he white, black, Asian, Hispanic?
Black.
Do you know what color shirt and pants he's wearing?
Black and black.
Officers arrived in the area and located Mathis on High Creek Drive, just north of Lone Mountain. When an officer attempted to contact Mathis, he immediately ran northbound on High Creek. An officer continued to follow Mathis, who was then seen running west on Royal Creek before jumping into a backyard. Mathis continued running through the backyard and eventually emerged onto Misty View Court. Officer Roscow was the first to arrive on Misty View Court, and he saw Mathis emerge from behind a house and quickly duck back. Officer Roscow immediately commanded Mathis to show his hands. Officer Roscow was in uniform and approached from a marked patrol vehicle with the emergency lights activated, leaving no doubt the commands were coming from a police officer. He then radioed to other officers that there was a person with a gun, alerting them to the threat. Officer Roscow was seen moving to his left, using the parked Jeep as a barrier between Mathis and himself. Mathis approached him, and the two exchanged gunfire. Mathis continued to advance aggressively toward Officer Roscow after Roscow was struck multiple times. Mathis was struck once by Officer Roscow. The first footage you will see is the original body-worn camera video from Officer Roscow, followed by an enhanced version.
Hands up to your head! Head! 413! 1305! Head! Head! Hands up to your head! 413! 1305! Head! Head!
As you can see from the image to my left, Mathis is standing over Officer Roscow with a firearm. As gunfire was exchanged between Mathis and Officer Roscow, Officer Macias Venegas arrived on the scene. He immediately recognized the threat and discharged his firearm once. The next footage is the original body-worn camera video from Officer Macias Venegas, followed by an enhanced version.
Whenever the Texas Street is the worst on Royal Street, we need somebody to set up over there. It was last seen at Royal Street.
It's going to be Misty View Court. I'm out here.
Despite the immediate life-saving efforts of patrol officers, paramedics, and medical personnel, Officer Roscow succumbed to his injuries at University Medical Center. Immediate life-saving efforts were performed on Mathis, and he was transported to UMC, where he was pronounced deceased. At this time, I'll turn the briefing over to Assistant Chief Michael Harris for closing remarks.
Good morning. My name is Assistant Chief Michael Harris, and we'd like to extend our deepest gratitude to the patrol officers, paramedics, dedicated personnel at UMC, and the citizen who selflessly came forward with a trauma pack to render aid to Officer Roscow. In the most critical moments, their quick actions, expertise, and unwavering commitment were evident. We recognize and deeply appreciate the extraordinary measures taken in the fight to save his life. Their dedication to serving and assisting in the face of tragedy does not go unnoticed, and we are profoundly grateful for their efforts. This concludes this press briefing for the officer-involved shooting that occurred on February 4th, 2025. I ask the public to be patient with us as we continue to conduct our investigation, and we must be sure to follow the investigative guidelines to protect the integrity of the case while remaining transparent. We will not be taking any questions at this time. Please send any questions you may have regarding this incident to pdpio@cityofnorthlasvegas.com, which is displayed here on the screen. Thank you all for your time.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.